In this video, we're going to make a sunflower granny square. Now this is one example. I used a variegated yarn in the middle. That's why you have a little bit of green and then the orange. And then I changed the yarn for the white background so the petals pop. We're going to start at the center. These are just double crochets. We're going to do 2 different kinds of stitches for the next 2 rows, and then the fourth and final row to complete the square. We're going to start with your middle yarn, the one in the center, make a magic loop, insert your hook, take the yarn, pull it through 1, 2, chain. That's just to make it look nice, the center, and then we're going to do 16 double crochets. So crochet 1, and then yarn over, pull through. You're going to do that. That was 2, so we're going to do 14 more. Here is a completed 16 double crochets, and if you count the loops on top, you'll be able to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then 16. And we're going to skip the two chains that we started with, and you're going to just slip stitch these together. So insert your hook through the top 2, yarn over, pull through, and then pull through the loop on your hook, and you'll have a circle, and then you pull the tail as tight as you can, and the circle will close. Moving right along, we're going to do the next row. So row 1 is complete. Now we're going to do the next row, and it's a different kind of stitch. So you're going to chain 2, and that'll just to carry your stitch up, and then yarn over. You're going to insert it into that same stitch you came out of. You're going to pull through and just leave it on your hook. So you should have 3 loops. 1, 2, 3. Over. 1 more time. And then 1 more time. Okay, so you should have 7 loops on your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you're going to yarn over, pull it all through, and then yarn over and pull through again, and that'll be the first stitch. Now you're going to do this 15 more times all the way around. I'm going to do it with you one more time. Pull through, the second pull through. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then secure that. So we did our 16 stitches. Our circle is complete for the second row. I kept the colors the same, but you're welcome to change the color for the second row if you would like. And we're going to slip stitch to that first stitch we made. Pull through that through both the loops on your hook, and you're just going to, and I was just to secure it, make 1 more chain, and then you're just going to cut this. And that is the second row complete. Now we're going to start our third row for the sunflower granny square, and I would just pick a spot and pick the stitch right here in between these 2 places. Just so you know, there should be 2 stitches for each stitch from the row below. So here we go. We're going to insert our hook, use our new color. We're going to bring that up, and then chain 2, and we're going to do a different pattern for the stitch. So yarn over, you're going to pull that through, then you're going to yarn. You have 3 stitches or 3 loops on your hook, and you're just going to yarn over and only pull through 2, and you're going to do that 3 more times. Pull through just 2, pull through just 2, and then you should have 5. This one will be, the first one's always a little bit different because you had that starting chain, and then yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through to secure the stitch. So we're going to skip the stitch right above that puff, and we're going to go to the next one and yarn over. We're going to pull it through just 2, and then you'll have 2 on your hook, again, pull through just 2, same, do a total of 4 times. So you'll have, when you're done, you'll have 5 loops on your hook. You'll have created 4 double for the first half of a double crochet, and then pull that through all 4, and then again skip 1 here. Now you have 2 options. You can try to go through that stitch, or you can just go right in the middle of the 2. As either way looks great. You just personal preference here. And I'll see you at the end. This is the completed 3rd round, and we're just going to do what we did with the last round. Come into this stitch, yarn over, pull through the loop on your hook, and we're gonna do one more just to secure that and cut it. And this is the completion of round 3. And I know it doesn't look like a square, but that part is coming up next. Now we're going to do our 4th and final round, and this is when it's going to start looking like a square. And I recommend, if you would like the petals to be more prominent, like in this square, do you see how there's nice little points? I definitely recommend using a different color, and for that last round, also use a color that contrasts. So you definitely want the petals to pop, and then you can get then it'll look more like a flower. So I'm going to use this off-white beige color, and here you can pick anything anywhere between those petals. So I'm just going to start right here. And the way the granny square works for this, the square, to make it look the most square-like, is you're going to start with half of a corner. So we're going to chain 3, because there's going to do a triple crochet, and this will act as your first triple crochet, and then round, yarn over twice, go back into that same area that you started yours, and then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull 2 through, and you're going to yarn over, pull through 3 times because it's a triple crochet. And then do it again twice, come back, and then yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So this is the first half of a corner. Now we're going to do the side right here. So this one, for that first next stitch, between the next area between the petals, we're going to do 3 double crochets. So, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then yarn over twice. So that's double. The next one, and I always try to tuck the ends back there. The next one will be a half double. So you're just going to yarn over like you would a double crochet, but you're going to pull through all 3 loops. So 1, 2, 3. Now for the next one, another double. So 3 doubles, excuse me. 1, 2, 3. So now we're going to do our first full corner. So you'll have crocheted between, this is where you started, double crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, and this is going to be the corner. So we're going to do 3 triple crochets, chain 1, 3 triple crochets. The chain will act as what'll make your corner more defined. Okay, so yarn over twice into that space between the 2 petals, yarn over, yarn over, yarn over. So that's 1 triple. This is your 3rd triple. Okay, so now this side is officially done. So now we're going to work on the next side. So that's how you kind of know where the corner is. So then chain 1. So this will define your corner more, and then yarn over twice and you're going to go back in that space. Okay, that same space you did the other triple crochets in, the first set of triple crochets for this corner. Okay, so that's a corner. And then same thing, we're going to repeat double, half double, double, then the corners, and then all the way back around. And I'll meet you back at this corner to show you how to finish it. Okay, so we did our 3 sides and I showed you the corners. Now this is where we started. And so we just did the double crochets, the half double crochets, double crochets, and then this is the corner where we started and we did half the corner. So we're just going to do a triple, 3 triples. So there we go. And then last one. And then chain 1, and then you're just going to slip stitch to the 3rd chain that was your first triple crochet. So I think this is this one. So just try to get through both loops. Using lighter color yarn is easier on the eyes for me, but if you have a nicely lit room, it either works. And then slip through that, and your granny square is done. Now, you can snip it off and you're done. And we just need to make 13 of these for the summer bag. So there we go.